So
Yeah,
let's talk about like the local, or if we want, we could talk about the Caribbean online influencer culture. Yeah, let's call it that, right? The online
yeah.
influencer culture. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think, generally speaking, the influencers are doing a good job? Are they marketing themselves well? And please include Foodie Nation. Or if you want to use Foodie Nation as an example, go right ahead. You know, I'm open to the criticism. And then after that, we could talk about ways to earn revenue because everybody seems to focus on brand deals only. Yeah, but I want you to talk about the other ways we can earn revenue because a lot of people are surprised when we at Foodie Nation tell them how else we earn money. But I want you, the professional, to just share your thoughts on that after.
What do I think of the online influencer culture? So right now, like if I were to grade it out of a scale from 1 to 10, to me, it's really on the lower end. Like it's like at a 1 or a 2, right? And the reason I personally rate it so low is because everybody is focused only on the one way to make revenue, which just so happens to be the lowest hanging fruit, and that is brand deals, right? Everybody wants to run down as many brands as possible. You have people that jump out and they're like, "Hey, we don't even want to be a niche. We don't want to work in niches. We are the niche. We want to work with all the brands." But they completely misunderstand that influencer marketing is a business tool. And if you are here, there, and everywhere, and again, it's good for the first few times when you're fresh, but it gets to the point where you're run down, and we see it happening time and time again. When you think about every year for the past 5 years, there have been a couple of influencers who literally worked with every single brand you could possibly think of. And then after about a year and a half, max, they just start to die down. And that's because on the business side, businesses are talking and saying, yo, we can't use this. They've worked with all of our competitors, right? And because they have never learned the business of content. And I want to say this out loud and clear. Influencers have not learned the business of content. So they only know one way to make revenue from content. You build a big following, and let's just go run down brand deals. So for me, ranking it right now, it's on the low end, but it can change because there's a lot of room for growth.